The Philadelphia Eagles face their in-state rivals, the Pittsburgh Steelers, this Sunday. It's a clash between two powerhouses, both with at least 10 wins already.
This battle for Pennsylvania game is always a big one, but with both teams leading their divisions and vying for the top seed in their conferences, the stakes are even higher than usual this year.
The Eagles have really dominated on the ground this year. They are known for their powerful run game, especially with Saquon Barkley.
He's been incredible, but it's interesting that while their run game has thrived, quarterback Jalen Hurts' passing performance has actually taken a dip. His passing yards have been noticeably lower since October.
It's quite a contrast. Last season, he threw for a career-high 3,858 yards. This year, he's averaging significantly fewer yards per game, and he hasn't thrown for more than 250 yards in a game since October 13th.
And in that same stretch, Foreign Barkley has been averaging an impressive 142.6 rushing yards per game. He's exceeded 100 rushing yards in 7 out of those 8 games.
So could there be a connection between Barkley's increased rushing production and Hurts' decreased passing yards? Is the team leaning too heavily on the run game?
It's certainly something to consider, especially when you look at who they're facing this week. The Steelers have the 4th best defense in the league against the run.
Meaning the Eagles' usually reliable run game might not be as effective this Sunday.
Exactly. They're going to have to find a way to move the ball through the air, which puts the pressure squarely on Jalen Hurts' shoulders.
How do you see the Eagles approaching this challenge? Do they try to force the run game that has been so successful for them? Or do they look to shake things up and rely more on Hurts' arm?
It's a tough call. You don't want to completely abandon what's been working, but you also have to adapt to your opponent's strengths. I think we might see the Eagles try to establish a rhythm for Hurts early on with quick, decisive throws. It's a way to get him comfortable and confident, especially against a tough defense like the Steelers.
It makes sense to try and get him into a groove early. But the question is, can he maintain that rhythm throughout the game? Can he make the throws when they matter most?
That's the million-dollar question, and it's a question that's particularly relevant in the context of the playoffs. The ability to pass effectively in December and January is widely considered crucial for making deep playoff runs.
So even with a strong running game like the Eagles have, being one-dimensional can be a limitation in the postseason.
Precisely. And that brings us to the big question surrounding Jalen Hurts right now. Can he regain his passing prowess from last season and become a more consistent threat through the air?
There are definitely differing perspectives on this. Some experts are confident in his potential, pointing to his past performance as evidence that he can turn things around.
An NFC executive, for example, expressed strong belief in Hurts' ability to improve and make plays in a variety of ways. He seems to think Hurts has the potential to be a true dual-threat quarterback.
But his recent dip in passing yards has also understandably raised some concerns. Can he elevate his game and carry the team when they need him most, especially in a tough playoff environment?
That remains to be seen. There's no doubt this Sunday's game against the Steelers could be a defining moment for Jalen Hurts. It's a chance for him to prove he can rise to the occasion and deliver when his team needs him the most. This game could be a real turning point in his career. A strong performance against a top defense like Pittsburgh's would certainly quiet some of the doubters.
But on the other hand, a poor performance could fuel further questions about his consistency and whether he can truly be the long-term answer at quarterback for the Eagles.
There are certainly high stakes for both Hurts and the team as a whole.
This Sunday's game is almost like a microcosm of the challenges the Eagles might face in the playoffs. Can they adapt their game plan and find ways to succeed, even when their primary strengths, the run game, is challenged?
It's fascinating because this situation isn't unique to the Eagles. It really speaks to the broader question of how teams built on strong running games can navigate the evolving landscape of the NFL, where passing has become increasingly crucial for postseason success.
This game could offer valuable insights for everyone, analysts, coaches, and fans alike. It's almost a case study in strategic adaptation. How do you strike the delicate balance between sticking with what you're good at and adapting to exploit other areas of your offense?
It's like a chess match. You have to adjust your strategy based on your opponent's moves.
And in this case, the Steelers' defense is a formidable opponent. Their ability to shut down the run is going to force the Eagles to make some tough choices.
Do you stick with what got you here, even when it's not working as well as it usually does? Or do you take some risks and try to exploit other areas of the offense, even if it means stepping outside your comfort zone?
It makes you wonder what Eagles coach Nick Sirianni is thinking heading into this game. Is he feeling the pressure?
I'm sure he is, but he also seems like a coach who is very confident in his team's ability to adapt. He's known for his ability to prepare his players, both mentally and strategically. He's going to have to pull out all the stops for this one.
What will be key for the Eagles if they want to pull off a win against this tough Steelers defense?
They need Jalen Hurts to step up and make some plays. This game is a huge opportunity for him to show what he's capable of.
He'll need to play smart, avoid mistakes, and make quick decisions. He'll be facing a lot of pressure.
He's going to need to be decisive with his throws and trust his receivers to make plays. The Steelers' defense is known for creating turnovers, so ball security is going to be crucial.
The outcome of this game could have a big impact on the Eagles' playoff hopes. It will be interesting to see if they can rise to the challenge and pass this tough test.
If they can find a way to win in Pittsburgh, it will be a huge confidence booster heading into the final stretch of the season.
It's going to be a fascinating game to watch, that's for sure. Do you think this game could have an impact beyond just this week's result?
Absolutely. I think this game could have implications for the Eagles' future, particularly when it comes to their quarterback situation.
A strong performance from Hurts could really solidify his place as the Eagles' franchise quarterback.
It would definitely put to rest a lot of the questions that have been swirling around him lately.
But on the flip side, a poor performance could lead to more questions about his long-term viability. It could even spark speculation about the Eagles' future plans at the quarterback position.
The pressure is on. The outcome of this game could be a major turning point for Jalen Hurts and his career trajectory.
It's a lot of pressure for one game, but that's what makes it so compelling. It's more than just a game. It's a story unfolding, and each play adds a new chapter to that narrative.
We're all eager to see how the next chapter plays out. This Sunday's matchup is one we'll be watching very closely.
It's going to be a thrilling game to watch.
I completely agree.
Goodbye, and see you in the next video.